Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about this woman who is talking about how OnlyFans is fooling the younger generation. And this was made about a year ago, as you can see here. And guys, so some of you guys might have seen my video on how most OnlyFans girls are broke and the media has a lot to hide. But if you didn't want to hear from me, you're going to be hearing it from a woman now. So let's go.
A lot of thoughts on OnlyFans. So
I do.
what are some of the first things that come to mind about OnlyFans?
The first thing that comes to mind for me is, if you're a grown woman and that's something that you want to do, by all means, I do not want to infringe on people's right to go and do that. Where I took issue with that platform in particular was being on social media and seeing it pushed so hard for young women, saying that this is not only is this a career alternative, but this is something that's going to make you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
Well, yeah, right. If you guys remember from my previous video that I did on how the OnlyFans models are actually going broke and how the media is trying to hide it, the average woman on OnlyFans is only really earning $180 a month. That's lower than the minimum wage where I'm from in New York. Minimum wage is 16. So after a whole month, you only earn $180. That's very unfortunate. It's very sad. And not only that, not only did you earn less than a fast food worker on average, you also sold your soul. And you ruined your dating prospects too.
Which is a lie for the most part. Of course, if you're one of their top creators, that's the money you're going to get. But I was just scrolling through social media, and of course, they curate these pages for you based on your demographics and your age and what they think you're going to like or at least be susceptible to. And it was all of these young women saying, if you need a sign to go be on OnlyFans and sell your pictures, here's my bank account, and I make $80,000 a month doing this. And I saw just all these young girls, I'm talking like 13, 14, 15, commenting, well, as soon as I turn 18, this is what I'm gonna do. I can't wait.
This is so unfortunate. It's not like the women who are only earning $180 a month are saying, hey, this is my bank account, I learned this much. You're only seeing the topmost best cases, the topmost best examples, and you think that's the norm, that's the average. No, it's not. OnlyFans is oversaturated. It is pretty sad. You see all these girls at 13 or 14 years old looking forward to being OnlyFans models when they're 18.
Who needs to go to school? Who needs to pursue a career when you can just do this as your career? And that, I just think culturally is probably a no-no for our future. I would imagine it's not gonna look up.
Well, you would want to gain skills because you wouldn't just want to depend on your looks to make all of that money. Because the women who might look beautiful on the outside and physically, there is no real shortage. But if you're trying to really make money, you want to be focusing on gaining valuable skills and investing, right? Like YouTube, for one, is a valuable skill. Actually, like most people as a YouTuber, they are providing more value to society than the OnlyFans models. And I say this because on YouTube, like people teach stuff, people make you laugh, people share their opinions, and etc.
Yeah. I think the issue I've had with that is people play it off as if it's fine, right? They're like, do this for a while, it's fine. Like maybe things change, maybe you drop it later. But like you do that kind of thing, you're not going to feel good about yourself, right? No. And
Oh yeah, there is no going back. Once you're an OnlyFans model, there's no going back because your naked photos are on the internet forever now. Oh, and if you have kids, well, unless you homeschool them, one of the other kids in school is gonna find out and be like, "Hey, this is your mom," and then the kid gets completely made fun of for it, for something which was no fault of their own.
I honestly don't think I believe that there are people. Maybe there's the very rare individual that does that and is like, yeah, I'm fine. It's fine. But I don't think that makes people feel good about themselves. And I think saying.
Yeah, of course, that's the exception rather than the norm. Say, like, some people come out and say, oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm all good. But still, the things that the dating prospects, right? I mean, you wouldn't see any high value guy who really wants to be in a long term committed relationship with this woman, with a woman who did OnlyFans and whose assets are available for anyone in the world to see for a small fee of what, $5, $10, $15?
Saying that it's fine is a lie.
I completely agree with you. I think it's a veneer that they put on. I think money shields that a little bit too. And I was looking into it. And it was like the average income that you make from OnlyFans is somebody just starting out is like $180 a month. So you're getting all of these.
There you go. I told you guys.
Young women to go like, oh yeah, I'm going to make so much money. Here's my pictures. And you never get to take that back. And you have to think that even the women who are super successful have to be experiencing some form of like psychological trauma, walking around and not knowing who has seen you naked or who has just got to experience your body in a way that is so intimate. And I'm just with you on that one. I think it's a total veneer of people saying this is positive and I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, and then...
Well, they're capping. They're trying to put up a front because it might be hard for them to admit, oh, I made a big mistake, like, oh, I'm only making $180 a month, or etc. I mean, maybe soon some people come out and complain about that, but I haven't seen it yet.
Like you said, they prey on really young people. So at like 17 or 18 or 19 or 20, 21 even, I think. Like I'd say probably anything under 23. That idea of having money, especially when you don't have any. So like if you're in university or something, you're like, I don't have, I have money barely to cover groceries and that's about it. Then it's like, this is easy. Like I'm already kind of doing it on Instagram, just to go a little bit further, do it on OnlyFans. But then, like I said, these advertising agencies that advertise.
Oh, if you're in university, if you're in college, no, don't do it. Don't do the OnlyFans. See, the thing is that even if you were able to make a lot of money, even if you made enough money to cover your tuition, cover your dorming, cover your food, and you have a lot of money left over, well, what happens when you're trying to get a job and the employer finds you're on OnlyFans? Then I don't think that will work out, and I don't think it would have been worth it in that case.
OnlyFans. So basically OnlyFans offer it as an alternative, and it's not something that's going to make you feel good once you can think more properly, I would say, when you're a bit older.
It is legitimately just a massive, massive trick. And I can understand why young people fall for it. Like when I was in high school, I would always joke about, when I graduate, I'm just going to be a stripper and that's what's going to pay for my college. Exactly.
I don't know why that's a joke people have. I had that as well. So did my friends. It'd be so much easier stripping. Yeah.
But the consequences weren't worth it in the end.
Think that you think that, and but it's not at all. It really isn't, and it's not going to pay off your house. It's not going to pay off your college. But I could see, like, if you're a young person growing up in this climate right now, and you're looking at like how expensive higher education is, if you are not particularly happy with the minimum wage, if you're looking at how devastatingly difficult it can be to buy a house, how you'd be like, oh, I'll just sell my body for a few years, and then we'll forget about that and move on. But you don't move on. That's the thing.
Yeah, and you don't forget about it.
No, and I just imagine, like, you do only...
And neither will your husband, boyfriend, current, former, or ones that you'd be considering having a future with. Yeah, they're not gonna forget it either. People in your family, they're not gonna forget. Come on. I mean, then you'd end up embarrassing them, like, to a point where people in your family, you know, they don't want to be seen with you in the public.
Fans, and then like 15 years later you're sending your kid to school and the other kids find out that your mom has naked pictures on the internet. Just, I can only imagine all the horrible ways that it could go wrong.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
So anyways, guys, let me know what videos you want to see me make in the future, what you want to see more of on this channel. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe with bell notifications, and share.